Hello, just giving you a little bit of insight into how to log in on Skype. Um, More than anything else, I just wanted to cover the basics, and the best thing to do is go to skype.com and click join Skype. Since this is a Mac, the tutorial is on a Mac, but the setup is pretty straightforward. Once you go into the create account link, you would just basically go in and you would actually fill out the account information. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm actually filling out information for my grad studies Skype account that I'm using for my research participants. So that'll be the information that you're looking at here, the email address and the appropriate contact name, the first and last name. This is basically the information that you would be utilizing for your actual account. That's the information that people would be able to use to locate you on Skype, as they don't really have that information prior to having a Skype account. The basic information that they'll be able to look into is based on your privacy parameters, whatever it is that you outline available to visitors or people who want to contact you. That will be what they would be able to search for you under. And this basic profile information here is just to make sure that you're the appropriate age to utilize Skype. The mobile phone number is important for profiles purposes, but I don't really think that it is something that is needed per se. And as you can see here, that I'm not really going to put it in at this point. It still won't stop you from setting up the account. And unless you're paying for using this for businesses, it is a free service when you're utilizing it for mostly personal conversations. To be quite honest, that would be my suggestion for anyone utilizing this, unless they're using it for business purposes. Set up a Skype name and password, and make sure you put it on a sheet of paper or commit it to memory somewhere, as these are the basic bits of information that you need to log in for people to find you and to make sure that you can access your account yourself. And basic robotic information, just to make sure you're not a robot setting up an account erroneously. And as always, you got to read the privacy statement and agree. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to open up the license agreements, so you can just have an opportunity to look at them, just to encourage anyone watching this to actually read the things that you're being bound to when you agree to this service. And as you can see, I already have an account if you're looking at my screen, so just gonna pretend scroll through these agreements again and read over all of these privacy policies, terms of service, and license agreements, so on and so forth. All of this wonderful legalese that you'll be looking at when you set up your account. Da-da-da, yada yada, reading, scrolling, reading. Okay, everything's kosher, so we'll agree to the terms of service and be on our way. Now, on this screen, it actually shows that doesn't really show the verification, but once you've actually set up the account, you would be able to go to your email address and verify that the information has been processed and you can set up the account. And I'm showing an example here where you actually go into this email address. This is where I'd actually be looking at, because it's the email address that I've actually sent it to. It hasn't come in yet, but doesn't really matter, because I actually have the Skype account on my screen, on my computer desktop already. Then you have to get Skype. Now, the actual program is a interface that needs to be on your computer that you have to download so that you can utilize Skype. just having the video and having the account is not quite what you need. And as you see here, this is the screen where you can download the actual program for usage on your computer, and this is the interface for the purposes of a Mac program, or for usage on a Mac. Now all of this information is on the Get Skype tutorial page, so anything that I've missed, they actually are pretty straightforward in walking you through it for both Mac and PC based formats. But as I said, I'm just kind of whizzing through this because it's already on the interface. I just wanted to walk you through the specifics so you'll know the basics of what you need to be doing. Here we have all of these accessories to make Skyping a little bit more entertaining and fun. Since I already have Skype up, I'm going to open it up on my desktop so you can get a quick glance at the interface, and I can briefly cover some of the most important information that you'd be utilizing on a regular basis. On a Mac-based format, this is what the interface on Skype looks like. As you can see, the basic menu functions, pretty much the same type of commands that you would see on any particular Mac-based window. I think what I'll do is do another tutorial at a later date for a little bit more elaboration on these details. I just want to make sure that you can get in and utilize it for basic operations. And here you have the basic notifications that you see on any instant message service: the online, away, don't bother me, and I'm here but you can't see me functions. And of course the offline function doesn't close up the program, it just shows you as offline to anyone else. And this is what my profile looks like: my mood, what I happen to be listening to, what I think, and a profile picture that you can look at when you actually search for me. And these are some of the people that I look at. Now, your address book can have people that are not on Skype but actually have a phone number that you can call on Skype. The only thing about it is you can't video conference them unless they're a Skype user. You can make you can use their phone to make an audio conference with them, just basically an online phone call. And in a few minutes you'll see me trying to contact someone who's not on Skype. You'll know that because the video button is grayed out, just like it is for Miss Ruiz. And at this point I'm gonna try and make a call to her, and this is what it looks like when it calls. But I don't have credits, which you have to purchase from Skype to make a call. Since I don't have credits, means nothing to try and call them. The only person I can call without credits is a Skype user. And this is the other button where you can actually dial a number that's not in your address book but you want to contact. Just a few of the other functions that you'll see on a regular basis: the contact page, clicking a new conversation, adding a contact that's not in your address book currently. And this window is basically looking at the people who are in my contacts that actually have Skype. And since my Uncle Edward is online, I'm just gonna click him and see if I can reach him and give you an idea of what it looks like when you're talking to someone on video conference. The swirling comment is ringing, and if it reaches him, we'll be able to see him. It's taking a while, but hasn't hung up yet. Well, looks like I reached him, and it looks like he just woke up. Hope this has been helpful to you, and I'll talk to you soon.